Hey everybody, Tim Petticord here with the Insurance Specialist team. Today we are going to do a hangout regarding health insurance in Minnesota and MidCare and March 31st. I thought it would be a good idea to invite some of our health insurance specialists with ISTMN Insurance Specialist team and get some answers from them. I know they've been seeing a lot of things the last couple of months as things have been picking up, and we've had some people trickling in now, and just to see what they know about it and how they can help us. We have Christina Schmitz with us.
So basically, I know when we're looking to apply or find out if you qualify for any credits or anything, best thing is to first try and set up an online account. And that takes just a little bit to work through because they do want you to verify your identity. There's a couple tricks just to get on that part. When you are adding your password, you definitely need to follow the list of criteria. It needs to be at least 8 characters, has to have a capital, has to have one lowercase letter, a number, and one symbol like an exclamation point or an @ symbol. It seems to trip most people up right there. The other helpful part is when you are setting up your secret questions or question answers, to go down the list and do the first 5. We have found that if you skip around and answer some at the bottom, you get yourself locked out. They don't give you those choices yet in order to reset your password. Other than that, it's just a matter of making sure that you have everybody in your house, all of their information, their social security numbers, and the income before taxes in order to get through the application process.
Have you found that a lot of people are qualifying for subsidies and whatnot once they've been able to manage the site, or is the site still causing people issues too?
There have been some issues. I know a lot of times if I have an issue, I'll just log out and go back in, or log out and go back in like a half hour, and then sometimes that works better. And a lot of times I am finding if you are a family of 4, there have been quite a few people who have qualified for the tax credits or advanced tax credits, and actually there's been a lot who qualified for the Minnesota Care and medical assistance. It really just kind of goes by the income, and
okay, that's been pretty helpful advice. Linda, what have you been seeing? I know you've been doing a lot of healthcare stuff too lately.
Well, what I have seen so far is people don't know what information they need in order to get started in the process. So the big thing they need to know is they need their projected 2014 income, not their 2013 income. So even though you've completed your tax returns for 2013, it's best to project going forward. So people that are having status changes, that's very important to kind of calculate going forward. If you think you're going to have a change but don't know, you estimate what you're currently making right now. It's just sometime throughout the year, if your status changes, you need to notify MNsure that your income has changed, and then they'll adjust it moving forward. The other critical thing to know is based on your income, you're just estimating. So based on that estimation, at the end of the year, they're going to verify your income against your tax returns, and you're either going to have to get additional credits if your income was less than what you projected, or you could owe money back if your income was higher than anticipated and you didn't qualify for as much in tax credits. So that's a big thing for people to know.
Right.
The other thing is if, depending on what their income is, there is a chart on the MNsure website in which I've assisted a lot of people on that process to know what their income is up front, to know whether or not you even want to go through that MNsure website. The MNsure website is a great tool to be able to compare all the different plans. I've been doing it quite a bit so far, so I kind of know which carriers have the best rates and the best products out there, so we can kind of guide them through that process. And if they make more than a minimum where they would qualify for any kind of subsidies, we can just go through the direct market instead of having to create that whole account down the road. But then they're always recommended to go in there in future years if their income changes, because then status is going to change and they want to qualify for any kind of tax credits they may qualify for. The other big thing is to make sure that they're aware March 31st is the deadline to get health insurance for this year. Right now, the earliest effective date is May 1st for an effective date of coverage. If they don't apply by March 31st, you cannot apply again until November 15th. And then that will get a January 1st effective date. So we have an open enrollment time, which a lot of people forget about.
I don't think a lot of people realize that that's it. After the 31st, the way it sounds, that's a long time to go without health insurance. You know, to wait that long. You guys have been really helpful. I would assume that it would be best to use an assister to go through this and try to navigate it on your own, because the system isn't working always working 100%. Is that correct assumption?
That is correct. We are having a lot of difficulties with the system. It has gotten a lot better since it first started in October, but there's still issues. But we have the resources to get on the phone with the conference call with Miniture and the client and work through those issues. There are a lot too where people have gone through and maybe they qualified for Minnesota Care, they've qualified for medical assistance, or they've even qualified for some tax credits. But oftentimes those applications are still sitting in the system as pending. So it's good to know you have to go back in and log back in, check the application, make sure it doesn't say pending. If it is pending, they could still be waiting for some verification for either their citizenship or who their identity truly is. So you want to make sure that your application does not still say pending and that it says approved and move forward from there.
Okay, well, thank you, Christina and Linda. Totally appreciate your time. I know you guys are really busy today. I'll go ahead and put some links on the bottom in case somebody wants to get a hold of us and use an assister, and I'll put the Miniture website down there too. So thank you very much for your time. You guys were awesome. Thank you. See you later. Have a good day.